It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on last year's national champion, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Canes will kick it away to start us off. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Clemson's offense will go on the attack first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Quickly to the tight end. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And you gotta love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Handoff from the gun. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Flips it out on the screen. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back on the option to give. Got the first down and more. They finally get it stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Hardy. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Okay,
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Looking to fire. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well played by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team.
I got it. It's field.
No.
Oh, come on. I failed the kill.
And after the miss, guys,
That's
the
failed.
score stays right where it is. So Miami's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Worked his way out across the 35, got it up to the 37-yard line, but still a little bit short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. The Canes decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for room, it's Hardy. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's got it at the 30. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? And Clemson might just be rolling out another dude at quarterback. They've had 3 guys throw for more than 10,000 yards, including the great Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, and it feels like every year you're going, okay, yeah, I got that. He's next. He's next in line to be that dude because they do a good job with their QBs and finding them, recruiting them, and then developing them and really using their skill sets great. That's why Clemson had that stretch of such dominance in college football.
Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Sets up the screen, and he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here comes the heat. And into the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. One final play before the end of the quarter. From the gun, running back on the move. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Guys, let's look big picture, Miami. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion. Both these squads, really, really good football teams in really good positions in their conference. But, Jesse, after today, there can only be one at one.
Yeah, the picture's going to change.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Canes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Setting up the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You can tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you just pound it down their throat on second?
Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun. You don't have to be a fan of just these two top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stick. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
Clemson set up with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Tackle is made after the catch, but it'll set up first and goal from the 7. Clemson will come to the line with the first and goal. Looking to throw. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need one more yard on third down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. All they need is a field goal to make it a 2-score game, but they are into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on fourth down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score. You look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way and just get in trouble when they try.
Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Clemson now operating in the red zone. Wide receiver going in motion. From the red zone, it's Hardy. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They've got the screen set up. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. Time to see how things play out the rest of the way as we send it back to our guys in Death Valley.
Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The corners are walked up tight. Looking for a man. It's Chadwick. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. Second down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Moore. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. And this one will be stopped for no gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Lost the defense. He's wide open. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Dropping back, it's Chadwick. And the defense makes it play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
It's good. That'll close the gap to 14.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Miami. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up at that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough.
John wanted to call timeout.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught near the sideline, it's Hardy. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
John Riley had the ball back.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so
Took a
beautiful
field goal.
about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Got a man, it's Moore. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Lets it go to the end zone. Looking to get it in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Oh, they're after him. Punts it out of the air. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield, it's Chadwick. Makes the grab over the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, but
You will make
just
it.
a few. Offense gets set for second down.
Taking away the touchdown just makes it.
Wants to go up top. Running into the open space. There he goes. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. Breaks the tackle. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. And the Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. It's complete. Wide open spaces. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. From the gun, looking for a man. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Canes want to move quickly. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's going for the goal line. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Taking it the other way. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Canes.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're probably a little rattled after that last pick 6, and who could blame them? But now deep breath, settle in, get a drive started in a tie game. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, a lot of space. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
You don't know why this offense runs the football a lot? Because you got a guy that's top 5 in college football in rushing. You give him the football, and he'll continue to make plays. I imagine they're going to keep feeding him because he keeps putting up productive numbers.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the 4th quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll try to slam it in. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It is perfect. Just over a minute to go in this one. They have the lead now to try to hold it.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job right here late in the 4th quarter. They put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Chadwick. Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking to throw on 1st down. The throw. That's caught. It's Brown. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, down a throw. And the pressure will get there. The sack, down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt.
Man, that's a big kick. That's a big moment, a lot of pressure. He delivers, ties this football game up late in the 4th quarter.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the throw out to the sideline for just a few yards.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of chip the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll boot it into the night sky for the 1st time. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Fires to the tight end.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
To the air, it's Chadwick. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball with different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. That is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these 2 teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
They must protect the football here. They're already well within range of a game-winning field goal attempt. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback.
He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime!
Game on the line, and they've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
Man, that's why I want the ball 2nd in OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run it in the end zone, and end the football game.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
I need to know that. I don't think I that much.